Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another edition of Mama's Confidence, where we interview mamas of confidence, making it happen in everyday life, at home and at work. So today we have, say your name correctly.
Deva.
Deva. See, I almost said diva, and that's not an I, it's an E.
Everyone
goes. And she's here and going to tell us a little bit about how she started her YouTube channel and how she went viral. Give me one of your, it was I'm So Pregnant, right?
No, that's What's Up Moms.
That was What's Up Moms. I'm sorry.
Yeah, who's awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
I've gone viral. It depends if you mean viral over 1 million or viral just getting spread around, but viral over 1 million 7 times in the past year and a half. And the first was What Does the Kid Say, which was a video we just made for fun, a family video that my husband at the last minute said, why don't we toss it up on YouTube? And then we were stunned and shocked when it went viral. It was not planned.
Oh, wow. 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 Okay. So you've done, was it Let It Go, man?
Let It Go?
Let It Go.
That was my second one.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I got all my viral mamas mixed up. Let It Go. Yes. So tell me how that all came about and how you decided to say, you know what, I'm going to take that song and put a little spin on it. How did that all come about?
Well, Let It Go was my second viral video. And when I heard the lyrics to that song, I mean, instantly the idea came into my head, because as moms, how much do we not let go and judge ourselves and put pressure on ourselves, and society is putting pressure on us. So I just really heard the lyrics and thought, what can I let go of? There's so much in my life to let go of. The fact that I don't sleep, that I can't shower alone, that my body has changed. And so that was the inspiration for that one. It was fun. And I record everything in my closet. So I was in my closet trying to hit that high note.
That's amazing. Now tell me about the first viral video, because I always, when I think of you, I always, like I said, I put it to Let It Go. But what was the first viral?
The first one, like I said, was What Does the Kid Say? And that was a parody of The Fox, which was a song that was going insanely viral 2 years ago, fall. Yeah, October. And it was by Elvis, this comedy duo called Elvis, and it was the most ridiculous, hilarious song ever. And that one, I was at the park with my kids, and that song was looping in my head, What Does the Fox Say? And I just started to get lyrics incoming, my own lyrics. What does the kid say? Wipe my butt, wipe my butt. So I ran home and wrote the lyrics up in my room while my family was screaming for me to come down and make them dinner. It was really fun. And then we shot it. I taught myself how to use this video camera my husband had bought me, as I had, long story, but I had an autoimmune disorder and I had to quit my job at Nickelodeon. And my husband bought me a video camera as kind of a, I'm sorry this is happening gift. And so we used that video camera for the first time on that video. And I taught myself iMovie, and it was really, really fun.
Wow. Okay, so this is all self-taught, and I'm losing my earbuds here. This was all self-taught. This wasn't like you went to a class or anything, or you even started off with the goal of becoming viral. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, it was just fun. We made the video for fun. You can find anything online. YouTube has awesome tutorials if you want to learn how to edit or use a camera or anything like that. So we use that a lot. We were on YouTube. How do I do this? How do I clip create the clips?
It's so funny because I tell all of my moms, I'm like, you can learn. If you think you don't have a skill, believe me, you do. As a mom, you have a skill. You have a niche. You have something that you're good at, but you can learn. If you go on YouTube, like you said, and just Google how to, tons and tons of, the information highway is there. You just have to grab it. You just have to jump on it and grab the information. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So you talked a little bit about how you got the camera. But what really gave you the indication, like, you know what, this is something big. I'm on to something. Was it after that first video, or was it the second? Or
well, after the first video went viral, I thought, that was really fun and also kind of scary and crazy. Maybe I can do another one. So I started the blog and I started writing, and then I made the second video. And when that went viral, then I thought, yeah, maybe something's happening here. So I just kept doing the videos, but really doing them because I love doing them. I think that's really important because you never know how something's going to be received. You have to just do it for the love of it. And if it gets a great reception, then that's great.
That is so wonderful. So as mothers, oftentimes we're so busy taking care of everyone else. How did you find the time to really hone in on your passion? Because obviously this is a passion of yours. How did you find the time? And then how did you manage? I guess I'm asking, how do you balance it all?
Yeah, I get this question. My job at Nickelodeon was a work from home job. So I had already had 6 years experience of kind of working around my kids. So I would work during nap time. I would work after they went to bed. And I was just really good at kind of working really, really quickly. I always say, if you want something done right, hire a mom, because moms, we have very little time and we will work very efficiently and very quickly because really we want to get back to our screaming kids, right? So, but all that said, I don't balance everything perfectly or well. And I was just speaking with someone yesterday and saying the thing that suffers ultimately usually is me. I'm not awesome at making time for exercise or friends or stuff like that. So that's what ends up.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, you definitely need some props for that, because
although my husband
so
did make me, we went to drop off together this morning because my son won the PTA art competition in film production this morning.
Wow, that is awesome.
I promise I didn't do it for him. It was all him.
Oh my goodness.
It was really cute. And so we went together to the ceremony, and then he said, do you want to go on a run? And I said, oh, I have so much to do. But I did it, and we went on a 10-minute run, and I feel so much better just for taking a little time to take care of myself today.
That's awesome. I was just about to say that. It really doesn't matter how much time. Yeah, thank you, Surviving Mayhem. Thank you for joining us. Yes, baby steps. Yes. Like just taking a 10 to 15 minutes block of what I do at nighttime before I go to bed. You know, I usually put the kids to bed and then I have a ton of other stuff I got to do, right? I usually take 10 to 15 minutes and just kind of, you know, I read my Bible, I do my prayer, and I just kind of hone in and just kind of, you know, bring myself back to that center. And it's so true. My husband has the same thing. He's like, why don't you come out and walk with me? I'm like, dude, do you see what I have to do? And plus you're doing your business and I'm doing the admin for that.
I've also gotten better at pushing back on my husband a little bit. Not to say that he's not helpful.
No, definitely. We have to.
But I've learned how to ask him for more help and not do everything myself. So this morning he made the kids' lunches. And when I woke up, I actually took 20 minutes to do my little Oprah meditation. So, and because he was helping in that capacity. So that was really nice.
Wait a minute. The Oprah meditation? Hold on. Yeah. And I think I need to know about this. Tell me more.
Oh, you know, Oprah will do free meditations every few months. Oprah and Deepak Chopra put out this 21.
Oh, I signed up for that. And then I didn't do it. Okay. I got to.
They're awesome.
Yeah, okay, I gotta tune back into them. So, okay, thank you for bringing that up. I'm gonna go dig in my emails and make sure that I tap into
it. It's a nice way, you know, with all the craziness and virality and the kids and everything. The meditations are a nice way to kind of ground down back to what's important.
So they've been working for you, huh?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I mean, I rarely get to actually do one. My husband travels for work a lot, so I'm usually here by myself. But yeah,
that's great though. That's awesome that you found something to kind of connect yourself to, so you have some me time. You know, because I feel like as moms, especially, we're so busy taking care of everyone else that when we start to take care of ourselves, we feel like we're being selfish, which is totally like the opposite.
I suffer from that mom guilt terribly.
Mom guilt, definitely.
In the beginning, when I first had my first child, I mean, as anyone does, I threw myself into it 150%. But became kind of almost unhealthy. I was a martyr mom. I never, ever, ever left her with anyone else. I never took time for myself. It was not good. So it's hard to balance, though. I love taking care of my children, so it's the thing I'm going to spend the most time on.
You know, we all do. We all do, right? We all want them to be, you know, productive and conductive, right? We want them to, you know, basically grow up to be adults that will give back to society and really contribute. But at the same time, you're like,
and learn how to wipe their own butts, right? That's my goal. Baby steps.
We don't even want to get there, okay? My son, my son, he's a teenager now, but it took him, oh my gosh. He didn't potty train until, okay. I'll connect on Facebook. I'm sorry, guys. I'm at Starbucks and I seen another mom here. I'm like, yeah, we gotta connect. That's how bad I am with connecting when I'm, anyhow. So yeah, my teenager, it took him, he was like 7 when he started like literally wiping his own butt, like 7 years old. And everybody was going, that's too old. Oh my gosh.
Well,
and I'm like, you know what? He needs me. He needs me to be there. I have to do it.
You have to cut out the noise. And I mean, everyone's going to judge and say, your kid's too old for this or for that. And you know,
exactly
right for you and your family, I think.
That's right. Surviving Mayhem. Moral support. Feel free to jump in the seat. This is totally not a closed discussion. You know, I'm definitely interviewing. Deva, man.
Just think Dave. Actually, my close friends call me Dave. So
Big D, Mama D.
Yeah. Or Double D, as my old boss said.
I love it. Double D, definitely. You're definitely Double D. Now when I see you around on Blab, I'll be like, what's up, Double D? How's it hanging? Okay, so anyhow, back to the interview. What motivates you and how do you stay focused?
I love what I'm doing, and I love the fact that somehow miraculously I was given this opportunity. So that motivates me. Every day I will get some beautiful message, email, or comment from a mom who lets me know what I'm doing is helping her. And honestly, that is the biggest motivation. Every time I'm feeling kind of down and I want to quit, I get a message like that and I think, oh my gosh, how amazing. Like, I'm actually connecting with people and they help me and I help them. And it's beautiful.
You know, I find that, especially even just doing this show, even though I don't have 50 million viewers and all that good stuff, I find that I touch at least just one person, and that's enough for me. You know, I get that person that emails me later and goes, hey, I watched the replay and you know, what you were saying was spot on. Oh my gosh, I thought I was the only mom that felt that way. Right. You know, all that good stuff. It really is an energy exchange. It truthfully is. Yeah, and I love it.
Important that I felt so alone when I first had my daughter, and all of the information and everything out there on the internet was about being this perfect Pinterest attachment parenting mom. And I was trying so hard and just felt like I was failing. And to be able to actually speak honestly about parenthood and my experience, and that as much as we love our kids, this is really, really hard.
It sucks. Sometimes it sucks.
Sometimes.
That's why I love your handle.
My kids were fighting within like 5 minutes of waking up this morning. I thought, why? You know, I have these idyllic visions of these beautiful mornings, and it never happens.
Exactly. You're going to wake up and it's going to go, oh, life is just beautiful, Mom. I love you. And you're wonderful. Exactly. You're like... yeah, I'm the same way. You know what? And I really struck a chord. You really struck a chord with me when you said that you saw Pinterest, and I was like, yes, okay. So when I started blogging, I was like, yeah, I got to be on Pinterest, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? What am I pinning? What? I'm like, okay, I like this and I like that, I guess. And then where am I supposed to put it? I don't know. So I never really got on it. And I'm not a cooker.
Like looking at it, I'm just not very good at achieving it.
Me
but
either.
More power to those moms who can do that.
No, definitely. Not to knock anyone at all.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
I'm not a DIYer, and everybody was kind of doing that, especially like in the blogosphere. It was like, oh yeah, DIY, and I'm like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna try to make this, and I'm like, this is ugly. This is I'm like,
Yes.
see what I made, and I'm like, delete that video because that's not gonna work. So yeah, I totally get that, and I'm not a cooker either. My husband does all the cooking, so I'm a reheater. I reheat. So give me something I can throw in the oven or throw in the microwave. It's good. Everything I make burns. So my kids were like, "Can you just let Dad cook? Just let Dad do it." I'm like, okay. All right. So anyhow, back to the interview. So have you had any problems with success, like haters? Have you had any haters? Guess that's a yes.
Yes, millions of them. Yeah.
And then how do you?
Well, the first time it happened on the first video, since I didn't plan to become kind of public and it wasn't a calculated thing. That video was posted on Reddit Cringe, which is kind of like a bullying site for the like teenage boys and young 20-something boys. And they just ripped me to shreds. My husband was out of town. I remember standing at the sink washing dishes, just kind of feeling really terrified. I didn't sleep for 3 nights. But in a way, it was kind of the best thing ever because it was trial by fire. And in the end, you can now say anything to me and call me anything. And usually I kind of laugh at it. It's very, very rarely that a negative comment will affect me now. But because people are crazy and you don't know who this person is. And
Exactly.
I mean, I've been accused of everything. The reason terrorists hate our country and.
Oh, Surviving Mayhem said, good for you, Deva. I'm still not there. So what would you like to do? Surviving Mayhem. Do you know Surviving Mayhem?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, it's hard to block out the noise but you just have to laugh at them. I mean, most of the comments are pretty crazy and absurd. Yeah.
And you know what? I find that it makes you stronger. When you go through something like that, when you go through anything that's hard, really, truthfully, any business, you're going to go through some haterism. And that's why I asked that question. Because even as moms,
my camera guy got a hater, his first hater a few days ago. And I said, yeah, you've arrived.
Exactly. That's exactly what it means. It means that you now mean something. That someone is trying to stop you. So that should give you more fuel to keep you going. So I love that. Yeah, it's definitely when you've arrived that you get haters. Okay, so Surviving Mayhem says, I blog and I'm trying to get into YouTube, but I lost my thick skin once I had kids. Gotcha. Yeah, they can do that to you.
Yeah.
Kids can do that to you.
I think being a mother is a very vulnerable position.
Definitely.
Our hearts are so open and they're walking around in other people. So I can definitely understand that. My advice, I guess, for dealing with haters is, first of all, never, ever, ever engage. Don't respond. And second of all, just try to realize who this person is. If they're going to go on the internet and say something terrible about someone they don't even know, it's not someone you probably want to have in your life in your country anyway. So why would you value it?
I love that. That's so true. I agree. And another piece to that is as well, guess what? They're doing it. They aren't. They're wasting their time commenting while you're actually making it happen.
Yeah.
All right. So one tip on how to gain confidence. We have a mom, so like we have a mom here. What can you tell her on how she can gain confidence and really just say, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to do this YouTube.
I think you have to just go for things in life and not be afraid, back to haters, what other people think about you. And just, I think confidence, I am not the most confident person on planet Earth. I am going to be honest. I am filled with self-doubt and anxiety. Every video
What? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. You just got to fake it till you make it and just keep marching forward. And
wow.
I think if you're doing something that you love and you believe in, whether you're confident and think great things about yourself or not, I think as long as you push through that, I doubt myself every single day, but I push through it, creating and keep making because I love it. So
now I would never have guessed that about you. When you speak, when you speak here and you're engaging, we're speaking back and forth here, we're discussing. I see you as totally confident.
Oh.
I see you as just sitting there and you're just like, see, so Surviving Mayhem, you can do this.
I think
the point here and what she's saying is you have to fake it. It's totally acting.
And I think practice,
yeah, definitely.
The first time I had an interview on live national television, I was terrified.
Oh,
literally shaking. But
me too. I was the same way.
Centered myself, and then I think also if you focus outwardly, it's a lot easier rather than constantly second guessing what you're doing and how you're doing. If you focus, this is like an improv lesson from my improv days. If you focus on the other person, I think it's much easier.
Exactly. And another point to that too is that you focus in on who you're going to help with your message, because ultimately we are all here to serve. Yeah. And that's what we're doing. We are serving our tribe, whoever our tribe is. And really and truthfully, I think for me and Double D, see, I got it. I think we're serving moms, right? So our tribe is going to receive our message, and they're not going to judge us. They're not going to break us down. They're not going to be, sending us hating message. They're going to uplift us.
And I think, often, one time we were out at a restaurant and my son was having a massive tantrum and we forgot to bring money to pay the bill. It was just a total disaster.
Oh, wow.
And a woman walked up right in the middle of this disaster we were having and said, are you Deva from My Life Suckers? And in that moment, I just thank God that I do not have a perfect persona and that I'm real. For her to like horrible family moment that was happening right then. It was like no money, kid throwing a tantrum was fine because I'm not pretending to be perfect out there. I'm kind of showing the messy side of things anyway, and honest, because that's my honest truth. It is messy. It's messy over here. I'm not going to show you how messy.
No, your counters look very clean behind you. I'm not sure.
I moved stuff a little bit. Over here, over there.
I love it. I love it. See, so Surviving Mayhem. Hi, Drea. How are you? Thank you for joining us as well. Surviving Mayhem. I'm going to push you and I'm going to challenge you right now to jump in the seat. What I'd like you to do is to take a... Oh, hi. There we go. Yes. Yes. Vanessa.
Hey, I have no problem being in front of the camera. I'm a broadcast journalist and a radio announcer, but it's just getting my stuff out there through YouTube. Because when I initially started, I had kids, and I never lost that baby weight. My kid's 10, so there's really no excuse at this point. But I don't feel comfortable in my own skin, and I feel that anytime I see comments, especially with moms, the first thing they say is, oh, the weight or whatever. So I'm always very self-conscious about that. And I know that that's one of the last things that I should be worrying about, but that's kind of where I am. And it's taking a really long time to get back into being comfortable with myself. And if I'm not comfortable with myself, my viewers aren't going to be comfortable either.
I think that's important.
You know what?
First of all, you're beautiful.
Thank you. I love your videos, by the way. Actually, those are some of the videos that I ended up watching while my husband was overseas, just so I could get a chuckle out of the crappy days throughout. So I thank you for those.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah. I think all of us, no matter what you look like, you're going to find something to make on yourself. Yes. Trust me, I do it as well.
Exactly.
And I think you just have to, you are who you are. And I had this conversation with my camera guy the other day. I had to take a photograph and I was looking at them and going, oh, it's so bad. And then I said, why am I doing this to myself? I am who I am. I look how I look. I don't look how I looked when I was 14, and just embrace it and move on and be you.
Yeah.
Yes. So Vanessa, guess what? Since you just jumped in the seat, you have your first YouTube video, because I'm going to send you the link to this so you can post it on YouTube.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate that.
So now you have to stay during the rest of this interview and tell us, what it is you do and how you help the people you help.
Okay, well, I am a blogger. I initially started blogging back in 2010 with more of a military niched website, and it was more of a lifestyle blog for myself and for my husband for while he was overseas. So then it just became a kind of very specific niched military spouse website, and then I just had a really hard time not getting viewers, but getting content, because that's not just what I'm about. I'm not just a military wife. I have other things. So I ended up taking a hiatus, and I actually relaunched my blog a couple of days ago under the Surviving the Mayhem. So there's only a couple of articles right now, but it's not supposed to have a bunch of stuff in there. It's a growing process. No. But what I do is, because I live in Canada and the military and lifestyle isn't as huge as it is in America. You see so many military bloggers in the United States and stuff, that what I started doing initially with my blog was connecting other military wives to services and links to help them out with things that they were going through that they couldn't really find within our community itself. So, and most of those links and articles would be for, American sites, but they pretty much resonated with us. So now this time around, what I want to do is I'm actually trying to form more of an online community for the moms who really can't leave the house and, have little guys and
that's right.
Just make that area for, simple things, tips on anything from, house cleaning or whatever, because we all have life problems. And I found for myself that my life is very much mayhem. It's one of those things where you wake up in the morning and I'm pretty much running, because you know how it goes. The alarm goes off and you're running somewhere. You have to get the kids, you got to get them, and then you're running to the next thing. So we always found that it was mayhem. But when I was talking to a friend of mine, she had mentioned mayhem, but she had mentioned it in a negative connotation, but sometimes there's always a good that comes from chaos. Right. So that's kind of where I wanted to be, was that, we have messy houses. We have things that are going on.
That's right.
There's always beauty within that, or the outcome.
That's right.
Too. So that's where I'm kind of going from there.
Wow. And what's your blog website?
It's survivingthemayhem.com.
Okay. Put it in the bar here. Yeah, definitely. So now you have a YouTube channel or a YouTube video to put up your first video, and it's with Double D. See, I
actually have my first video up there right now. It was an audition to go into a radio station. So, and that's actually where I decided I wanted to do YouTube, was because I gotten, at the time, the radio station put it on their website, and they had gotten a lot of comments and reviews, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm getting such positive feedback. If I don't win this contest, why not take this a different way instead of trying to get into the radio stations or the television stations? Because there is something else out there for me, especially living in a smaller town in a small city that doesn't have that kind of exposure. So I figured YouTube would be a great idea.
Well, the good thing about blogging and working from your computer is that you can do it anywhere. Mm-hmm. So just like Double D, if she wanted to go to Paris and do a video, maybe not right now, but if you wanted to go, if you wanted to go to Hawaii and do a video, she could do that.
Totally fine. And YouTube is an amazing, as well as blogging is an amazing platform, because you don't need someone else to tell you yes. You can
exactly
yourself, and you do whatever you want to do and create.
That's right.
Yeah. I think that's an amazing, amazing gift of the internet, to be able to put your voice out there and create and do whatever you want to do and say yes to yourself.
Yeah. I also have to learn that I'm also not the, I'm not going to be for everybody. I'm a mom. Not everybody's a mom. I just got to find that community that is going to be like, you know what? That's who she is. And I can relate to that. And I should be okay with and understand that there are going to be negative comments to them or whatever, but I really need to take that out of my head and put it aside, because that's what's holding me back. And I've been wanting to do this for a really long time.
I think we all are afraid in life. I think even the most successful person, maybe not the egomaniacs of the world, but everyone else definitely is afraid at times and afraid of taking new risks. I did a new video yesterday that was very unlike anything I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I was nervous, and I spoke to my friends who were in the video. I said, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I went for it anyway, because I think success has a lot to do with just going for things in life and trying it. And it's okay to fail. It's okay to look like a moron on YouTube in front of millions of people, which I do all the time.
Yeah, I tripped up a flight of stairs yesterday, and my husband's like, I really wish we had the camera on you right now. Because it was just the way I felt. Like, I don't know why. And he goes, it would just be hilarious if you, because we vlog a lot of stuff for my grandparents and stuff. And
oh, nice.
He said, if we had that just in that moment, that would have just been priceless. It would have been a Vine. It would have been something. It would have just been great.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think a big piece of that too is even with celebrities, have their self-doubts. And these are people that are in the camera all the time, on film all the time, and they have their self-doubts and everything. So, I mean, we're all just human.
It's really important, I think, to just find your own center and not listen to all the noise. And I think actually the more public you get and the more eyes that are on you, the harder that can be.
Exactly. You start to doubt yourself more and more and more.
So many opinions coming at you all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to remember what's important to you. A lot, if I'm, having a day where lots of haters are coming at me or something, I will snuggle up with my children and hold them and remind myself what is really, really important in my life.
Exactly. And then define success for yourself. I say that a lot. Defining what it is that's successful to you, not for society, not what society equates to what success is. So defining that and getting out there and just giving it a try, really. I always say my motto I live by is laughter, prayer, and action. Okay, you need to have laughter every day. You need to have prayer, meditation of some sort, and you need to take action. If you don't take any actionable steps to get to where you're going, you'll never get there. What can happen from you?
We look at people and say, "Oh wow, look what happened for them," or things are happening in their lives. Well, they're probably working really, really hard.
Exactly.
I worked really, really hard on my videos. I put the hello parody I just put out. I didn't sleep for 2 nights editing that thing. So
wow.
A lot of it is perseverance, hard work.
Yeah,
exactly. Dedication, consistency, funnels, nah. But definitely.
Yes, consistency, Sue.
Consistency is a big piece of it. Like on Fridays, I have the hardest time on Fridays. I was telling Double D earlier, I was gonna do this from my house, but my internet kept breaking up. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to realize and just come to the conclusion that I have to do this from Starbucks. And if I have to do this from Starbucks, it's just what it is, because my internet is just too flaky and I'm not going to have my video in the middle of it break up. So I had to take action, right? I had to hurry up, throw my clothes on. And I was just going to put on a shirt so I could still wear my shorts. Anyhow. So I had to get dressed, run out the house. My kids were like grabbing me, Mom, no, you're leaving again. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta interview.
And now bonus, you got some time for yourself.
Okay, right? And
there
I get to smell wonderful coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but I love the smell of it. So I'm a weirdo. But yeah, anyhow, back to what we were saying. So back to the interview.
I actually have to run, but thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Have a good day, guys.
Shoot me your email via Twitter, okay?
I will do that.
Message me. Okay, and I'll send it to you. Bye. All right, so Double D, back to you. How do you make a video go viral?
I wish I knew. I think that's an impossible question to answer, but
that's true.
Yeah, I think just create content that really resonates with the truth, I think is really, really important. If you
surviving mayhem, no luck. Nothing happens by luck. It's all hard work, determination, and positioning yourself. You have to position yourself in the right places and everywhere.
I think if you find a truth and something you really want to say, and then put it out in the world. We can't control whether something is going to go viral or not. One early blogger tip, though, I think, is asking people to share things. So if you've created something you're proud of, share it with your friends and ask them, I had the most impossible time. I hate promoting myself. Every time I post something that seems self-promotional, I hate it. But when we made our first video, my husband said, okay, you got to email it to your friends. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. So he emailed it to all his friends, and I didn't email it to anyone. He got mad at me.
That's great. That's great.
But I think
so,
going viral is, first of all, it's not all amazing to go viral. I think it's a dream a lot of people have to go viral, but
exactly
creating great content that you're proud of. And I really hit that point with this last parody I did, the Hello Mom parody of like, I worked so hard on that video. I love that video. If it went viral or not, it was just, I was proud and excited about the work I was doing. So I think that's what's more important.
I agree. I think I agree. At one point, I know, it's so popular for us to want to go viral and want to be like, basically going viral just means you're a celebrity in your own community, in your community of folks that, they all have attacked you or come on you. But the notoriety you get from being viral, though, people want to pay attention to you because you have a viral video, right?
And it's an amazing gift. I mean, don't get me wrong. The fact that my first video went viral opened up a whole new world to me that I was able to seize upon. So I think also be ready, because I was not ready. So if you do go viral, be ready.
Gotcha.
Didn't have a blog. I didn't have a Twitter. I didn't have anything for anyone to reach me through that. So
I think you hit a great point there. So I think it's important that you set up the foundation, you set the structure. So get everything together, even if you have no followers on Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, but just have it available and ready for when you do actually hit it. And, people have a platform where they can follow you. You can stay up to date, all that good stuff. That's a great tip. That's a great tip. All right. So my next question is, can you give me one situation when your kids have either made you laugh or made you cry?
I think they make me laugh and cry every
Yeah, I always get a kickback from moms when I ask them that question, but just give me one that really stands out to you. One story.
Something can make you laugh and cry at the same time. My son is going through a bit of a potty mouth phase. And so he says these most horrific things come out of his mouth, and I will not repeat them because I made a decision on no cursing to keep everything clean. But he said something to my daughter in the car, and it was like, it made me want to cry. It was like the worst thing he ever could have said, but yet it was so funny to hear it coming out of a little kid's mouth.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So if there's one thing you would like to share to motivate a mama to start a business, go back to school, or become a coach, an author, speaker, whatever they want to do, what would that one thing be?
I'm going to steal from Nike. Just do it. I think we let so many fears hold us back from going for what we want in life. And you just have to start. And like I said, I did this new type of video yesterday that will come out on Tuesday. And I was like, it's not ready. I just started writing it. I don't know. And my husband, you have to just go for it. Jump. You can always refine later on. You can make it better, but you have to start. The hardest part is the first step in starting. So,
wow.
Do it.
Yeah. Just get out there and just get started.
And no more
get out there. Yeah. No more excuses. Take action. So do you use Periscope or any of the other mediums at all? No, you just do YouTube.
I'm on YouTube and my blog, and Facebook is huge for me. I love my community on Facebook. And I've done like 2 Vine videos where I'm crying, hiding in the bathroom, sneaking chocolate or something like that. But yeah.
I love that. That's definitely me. That's so me. Like I'm in the bathroom. You're like, what's wrong? Mom, are you in there? Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be out in a minute, honey. I'll be out. Because I have 6, so I'm like, oh my God. Sometimes those teenagers can get you, boy. So yeah, okay. All right. I think that's pretty much all of my questions I have for you. So I guess I want to just home in on the YouTube, and we'll go ahead and end it here. So you started the YouTube, you get it out there, you go viral. What's next? What's next for you?
a lot of people ask me kind of what the goal is or what I'm heading towards, and I really kind of don't have one since it started as an accident. I just want to create amazing content and keep creating content. I love what I do. I feel so blessed to be able to do what I do.
Exactly.
I did just sign with a pretty amazing agency in LA,
Nice.
which is really exciting. So there may be some opportunities coming there. I don't know. Series on my channel at some point. So, I don't know. That's one of my things when I say about, do it. I need to sit down and get organized and figure out what's next for me. Yeah.
Okay, so right now you're just kind of winging it. You're just like, yay, I'm just going to see where this takes me at this point, right?
I've been kind of riding the ride, and just when inspiration strikes, making videos. I did start posting weekly in June, which was a big transition for me because I was kind of posting more whenever I felt like it before that. So that's been an interesting journey.
Wow. So what's your title? What's your actual occupation?
I have no idea.
And I kind of knew you were going to say that, but I was gonna say, are you like a vlogger? Do you consider yourself
YouTuber, mommy blogger, YouTube star is super obnoxious.
I like YouTube star. I don't like not the obnoxious, but YouTube star. So any of our moms and even dads
mom.
Any of you guys
mom
that
is
are out there?
Title.
Mom.
Yeah. Call me mom.
Mom, and then woman first, right? Woman first, individual, and then mom, definitely. All right, so if you guys have any questions here, you guys are welcome to take a seat and ask a question. Other than that,
thanks
we'll
for
go ahead and end it. Yeah, this was a great interview. I really had a lot of fun. I don't see anybody that have any questions. I don't see. Oh, let me look on my computer because I may not be able to see them on my iPad. Yeah. Oh, she said, okay. Someone said they seen you on YouTube. I don't have any questions, but I need a suggestion. Okay, what suggestion do you need? Okay, so he needs a suggestion here. So let's see what he has for us. But so I guess what I wanted to say to you all is anyone that's watching, looking to get in. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You can take a seat if you want and ask. All right. If there's anyone out there that you have something that's tugging away at your heart, if you have a message you're supposed to be spreading, then get out there and spread it. It's your duty and your job to get out there and spread your message because you never know who you might be helping in the world. All right. So I just wanted to make sure I said that. Hi, how are you?
Hey, hi. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. So what do you need help with?
Actually, I just stumbled upon by seeing this. Actually, I'm a developer and I'm making something for kids. I'm making origami. You must have all, seen your kids playing with the craft paper. So I'm making, how about if this origami stuff can brought to life? What I mean to say that if kids can make a boat, if kids can make a craft out of something, and when they scan it, it will come to life and they can teach some life lessons to the kids. So,
wow.
Hello.
What is your question?
Hello.
I don't think. Can you hear us?
Hello.
I don't think he can hear us. Okay.
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your question about it?
So question about is this: do kids love playing with craft paper? Do kids love with origami?
Yeah.
Love.
Sure.
Playing with craft paper? Are you serious right now?
No, see,
There's your answer.
I mean,
There's your answer.
Actually,
yeah.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
This is something unexpected. I think today's day is superbly unexpected. I stumbled upon here seeing this. I just clicked it. I said, what a discussion points came in. Just startup. I mean, that's true. Anywhere, it's just startup.
Exactly.
And now when I have this query and you have an answer to it.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Huh?
See, you never know. If you just show up and you take action to show up, you never know who you're, number one, going to contact. Number two, who you're going to help.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
on.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. All right. So go ahead and give us your links where we can find. I'm pretty sure we already know where to find you on YouTube, but give us your social media handles, all that good stuff.
Everywhere. Yeah. My Life Suckers on Facebook, My Life Suckers on Instagram, My Life Suckers on YouTube. My blog is mylifesuckers.com. It's all My Life Suckers.
They're all sucking your life. All the suckers.
Sucking life out of me. Yeah.
You know, I could totally see like a sucker. I could totally see you making actual little suckers that say My Life Suckers on them that are like different flavors and stuff.
Get into the candy.
But for moms, candy for moms.
Yeah.
That have liquor in them.
Yeah, I could have wine.
Wine. Anyway, idea for later. All right, thank you so much for coming on. I really enjoyed it, and I will definitely share the link for you. So,
okay, awesome.
Share my handles. I'm at the Dog Research Institute, and I'm sorry I'm having a little bit of feedback.
Thank you, everyone. It was nice to see you all this morning.
Bye. Bye. All right. So we had Double D here, and she was telling us how to do a viral video, and she was absolutely awesome. If you guys got great content from her, and if you want to follow her, then please do at mylifesuckers.com. She has a blog, she has a YouTube channel, and she's just a fabulous girl. So that's it for us at Mama's Confidence here today, and I want to encourage you all to get out there and get started. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever is tugging away at your heartstrings and telling you, I need to do this, you're putting it off until tomorrow, no longer put it off. Get started, because like I said, you never know who you might be able to help. Like My Life Suckers, if there's anything I can do for you at any time, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than welcome to do so. And you can visit my website at thejohnresearchinstitute.com, also at mamasconfidence.com, which is our blog site. And I'll be posting videos there. Haven't done them just yet, but I will post them there as soon as I can. I will get those videos up on mamasconfidence.com. And I will also be posting up some information and resources for you to start a business or go back to school. And I'll try to see if I can get Double D to get in on that as well and give me some tips from her blog on how to start a YouTube channel for my moms that want to start a YouTube channel. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll have it all together at mamasconfidence.com. I always end this with motherhood can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be, because you have me, Jaw, and I am here for you. So feel free to tweet to me at Jaw Speaks. Any questions you may have. Until next Friday, we'll see you all later. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, because I know you'll be taking care of the kids. Bye.